watch it all unfold. I'm like, whoa, reaping what I sow. Harvest getting bigger, they all froze. I released my soul, now they taking pictures of it.
Eyes on the prize, it's my last soda. 5:45, had the lights on us. Fries with the side of an ice cola. You know that ride till the tires fall off. She know I'm a D, I got a date with destiny. She coming to me, cause I got the flavors and recipe. She flexing to me like an athlete. She two with the G's, then she know it. Yeah. It's eyes on the prize, I can't live life in disguise. Cause bro recognize I ain't gotta compromise.
From the West Coast, we're coming to you live from the NFL's newest and the world's most expensive stadium. State-of-the-art SoFi here in Inglewood, California. Plenty of season left to go. 3 months of football ahead as we are underway here at Week 4. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Right to the air is Herbert. Has him on the quick hitter. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. That tackle made by Tremaine Edmonds. Offense to the line for 2nd down.
At the 35-yard line.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. It's caught. This is Lad McConkey. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Herbert now, blitz coming. Caught for big yards on the right side. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers take a 6-0 lead right away. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on their opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
All lined up and ready to boot it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's a give up the middle. And he's brought down after a short gain. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet. If you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one. Softening up the front and opening the door. Bigger gap in the future.
They give it to him again. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Going to the ground again on first. Down the sideline to the 45. And finally down right along that opposing 40. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Changing things up, they're going to throw now. Short pass brought in. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's a Vegas first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Throwing off the play fake here. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw, but it's incomplete.
That is a DB's best phrase, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Escapes the pocket. He's running for it. He's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, but even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he could get the first down.
Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, they had one last gasp to try to make something happen here in the red zone, Brock. Just wasn't there. This defense too locked in, coming up with the interception.
Yeah, it's the work they do on those first 3 downs to get to this 4th down, like a pitcher does, to get to an 0-2 count. They know it's their advantage. And once that offense decides to go for it on 4th down, a good chance they're going to get that stop. And oh, by the way, a few style points and add it to the stat sheet with the INT.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. Short pass caught by his tight end. And it'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Chargers will have a first. Herbert from the gun. He's on the move. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. They get 13 on the pickup. And it brings up an LA first down. It's the end of the... We're back and all set for the second quarter. Charger football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Snared by his running back. It's Najee Harris. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
Herbert on first down. Finds McConkey. And he goes out a little short of the 40.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 41. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Now Herbert again. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
Just give this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make it pay.
On the carry, this is Najee Harris. And he's tackled for a full gain. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
From the 34. Chase down to his right. Oh, look at this. Here he goes.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. It's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Herbert now to throw on 3rd. Taken in by Harris. 12 yards on that play. A good call, and that's in the 1st.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
They give to Harris from the gun. And he's brought down for a loss. The defense calls a timeout. So that's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. And 2:01 on the clock. This is going to take us inside the 2-minute warning. Now Herbert to throw. Finds a man, right side. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. And it's a nickel look by the Raiders. Third down coming up. Back to throw. Here's Herbert. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it. Leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Browns kick is up and good. And that will add to their score.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air.
I think we're seeing why this defense he reacts so well to throws and is even more adept at breaking up those passes.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Back to throw now. Flush down out to his left. Oh, he loses the football. And it's scooped up by the Chargers. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
Man, that run was looking so good for him, but you see, QBs don't always tuck it away like
garbage, dog.
That was loose.
I'm literally just standing there waiting on that.
Prime position to be knocked free. That's exactly what happens once that defender catches him downfield.
Drive starts out with a first and 10. Throwing now, following the turnover. He's got Harris. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. Second and 3 now. From the 17. Completed over the middle. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. Timeout call by the Chargers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I'm sure Coach, play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They'll come up first and 10. Throwing from the gun here. He brings it in. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. LA uses a timeout here. It's second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates now as a receiver in the open field.
Herbert to throw once more. Has it in close. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush a passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Third and just 2 to go. Herbert throwing again. And they will score. Touchdown, LA! The Chargers will add to their lead at the end of the half. Najee Harris, the touchdown. You always tell me, Brock, it is a whole different world here. Running routes, working in confined spaces, instead of having that whole field to spread out a defense.
Oh, spot on, Caden. Some players, that's the world they thrive in. Finding windows where windows shouldn't exist, and then being ready for the throw to arrive. It happens so fast. Trusting your quarterback to make the right read and get it to you.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And that one flies right on past the end zone.
Nothing you can do about it. That's the most important part about it. I set my zones at every level you could possibly set them at. And there's nothing you can do about it. Literally.
Just 25 seconds remaining as they get all set up for first down. Throwing it to start this drive. He finds his running back deep down the left side. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
I don't know about you, Kate, but I think somebody's auditioning for some extra work as a receiver. If he can do that coming out of the backfield, imagine the damage he could do if they sent him out into one of those spots out wide.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Dumped off to his running back. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. So that's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
From the red zone now.
That's trash, dog.
Interception. And the Chargers are stopped on
Like, how was he even?
that interception is
No.
going to be the final play of this opening half.
That's close. Let's see what we got to do.
Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Eward with you. As we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He's going to push one deep. He's got it deep downfield. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Throwing now on first down. Escapes out to the left. He's running with it and able to get this down to the 15 before going out.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Second and manageable. He's throwing. The throw is caught. And he drives this forward to the 6. 9-yard pickup, and it sets him up with first and goal.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Goal to go. It's a pass play. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Trying again, following the sack. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. So now, here's third and goal. They'll throw it. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Raiders cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Getting out to his left. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. Give him 13 on that play. And the Chargers will have a first. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Taking a deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. They've got a man in motion. Back to the air, Herbert. Gets this one to Harris.
That's what's trash. That's what's trash. That's a corner versus a running back, and the corner got 98 speed. And this nigga get beat like, get the fuck out of here.
Up an LA first down. They send a man in motion. Here's Herbert, 1st and 10.
That's trash, dog.
They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Trash, dog.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Harris, and he's caught behind the line for a loss. Offense in the hurry up here. Herbert from the gun. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that brings up 3rd and goal.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
Third and goal. Here's Herbert. And that's going to be brought in. Touchdown, LA. The Chargers push their lead further to start the half. Loud McConkey with a touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate. You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chargers take a 3-possession lead. Dicker all lined up and ready to put it away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starts from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Catch is made down the right sideline. And that is a touchdown. The Raiders shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. That is as efficient as an offense can be. One play, 70 yards, and 6 points, Brock. They can save the rest of the plays they have prepared for their next series.
Rest of the plays? Why even call a different one? I mean, that one hit the sweet spot on the barrel and got out of the yard in a hurry. Perfect call to catch him sleeping.
Still down a couple of scores after that. They're going to set up for the onside kick. And no problem for the Chargers. They cover it up. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
You know, what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks him, though.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with that onside kick.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Now Herbert to throw. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Jacorian Bennett has it. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. You got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away, just as they did.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. That's taken in nicely by Brock Ballot. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. Big play to begin the drive. That's up to the 37. Pass play on 1st and 10. Pulled in by Allen on the sideline. And a solid gain gets them across the 45 before he goes out. On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. He fires one deep down the middle. This is caught inside the 15. A big 34-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Raiders first.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has it well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Simple dive up the middle. And he only gets this one down to the 9. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, this one you got to be careful. Just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. Casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Throwing now from the gun. Cut near the goal line. 9-yard pickup, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. A tight end in motion now. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders making a 4-point game here in the 4th. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. And now for the point after, and crucially to bring things within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him, a field goal, will tie this game in the fourth. So we're down to a 3-point game, and now gonna try to get it back in pursuit of a game-tying field goal. And no problem for the Chargers. They cover it up. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recover when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
New set of downs for him at the 38. First and 10, here's Herbert.
Ah! Come on!
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Second and 10 now.
God! Why?
Compared to, well, the alternative looked like it was going to be picked there. So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. He'll throw it. They did it. He made the interception. Tremaine Edmonds has it.
Let's go, man! What is going on with us? Let's go!
Thrown at the depth where linebackers come into play in coverage, partner, and sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
That one right down the middle. And the Raiders take a 4-point lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short
my offense better than his, bro.
Here on the kickoff after that pick six.
Picking apart people, I'm better than him, 100%.
Out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, first and 10. Herbert back to it after the pick.
Nope, let's go!
Complete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Here's Herbert. He's got Harris. And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10. That play clock was getting pretty low. Jim Harbaugh calls time. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Two timeouts plus the 2-minute warning for them to use, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Herbert back to throw. Escapes the pocket. It's the 2-minute warning here in LA. Chargers needing 4 points. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 48. Buys time, rolling right. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
What an excellent job there by the defense. Once he gets out on the move, to be able to corral and contain him and not give up any yards. So often a unit can't keep that contained, and a play like that will go for a big gain.
Throwing now. Complete beyond the marker. And they'll have him a little shy of the 40 as he goes out. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down. He'll look to throw it. Taken in by Harris. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Setting up to pass. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. They kick the running back in motion. Now to throw. Hits his running back. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Chargers will have a first. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. Still one more in their pocket to use. To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal. Here he is to throw. Pass is cut at the 9. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
I love throwing a first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Gotta think this is 4-down territory, Brock, as they come up here, first and goal. Man in motion here. Harris. And he will score and give them the lead in the final minutes. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have won. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
And he shakes out the pressure to nail the point after, and now an opposing field goal would only tie this game. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Return coming from the 6. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35.
Trailing by 1 score late here, Kate. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps them get right back into it. Good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up first and 10. The defense takes its third and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up first and 10. back to throw. This ball's cut by Ballot. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
To throw it on first down. Taking a big shot to the end zone.
Ah, come on.
Too high and out of the end zone.
Big boy, make a play, big boy.
Took his shot at 6 that time. And now they face second down. Running back sent in motion. Another throw coming on 2nd and 10. He sends this one to the end zone.
Oh my God!
Could have been a touchdown.
I'm cooking out here and they not playing. God, give me the love I deserve. Come on, man. Y'all kidding me?
All the planning, great play call, careful execution.
Are y'all kidding me?
And it was still dropped to the turf. Touchdown. Lost.
Oh my God!
Connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Here he is to throw. Setting up the screen. They come through with a nice gain of 10.
My God, they bucking me, DL.
Just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffed out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. Set him back 5. It's 1st and 15 after the penalty. They'll throw it again. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that makes it 2nd and long.
And that is teaching tape right there, Kate, for why you never, ever give up on a play. It looked like a certain touchdown grab until he comes in and knocks the ball free.
Damn!
Overtime rested on his leg, Kate, and he got the job done. Now, well, things go a specific way in OT. The next time we see him line up, it could be for the game winner.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They drop to an E, and that's going to run out the clock on the rest of regulation.
Come on, man! Put together a hell of a play.
This coin toss, Brock, I'm sure most of our fans know it, but this is something that can decide the game. If the team who gets it first scores a touchdown, the game is over. But if they only kick a field goal, their opponent gets it with a shot to win or tie. And if we play beyond those 2 possessions, the next score would then win. And hopefully this conclusion will be just as exciting as our opening 4 quarters. The kick is away here in overtime. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now. From the 37. Finds his target, Allen. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It's not just imperative that the quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Here's a handoff up the gut. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Offense up to the line fast. Another carry for him. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again.
You know, Caleb, over the years I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. When linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
They send a tight end in motion. 3rd down from the gun. Rolling left, buying some time. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he goes down a little short of the 40. That one gains 7. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
And with a nice skate, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
From the 34. Has him on the quick hitter. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
On first down, they'll run. And he drives this forward to the 6. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives him first and goal.
You spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior. 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal. Back to the well again. Scores. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders go up by 6. So put this in the win column for the Raiders. And it took some extra effort, Brock, some bonus football before they were finally able to separate from the opposition and earn that hard-fought victory. With Brock Hewitt and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders winners as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.
What? I'll call you right back. Talking to you. But I told him, call him on FaceTime. What's the word? Lock. ready to go all my time. I'm ready to go all my time. Nigga, that nigga, I was down, what, 17 going in the fourth? Hell yeah. I also seen the comeback route he missed in the middle of the field. He was standing wide open. I told you, and when what did we say? I said, when it comes to clutch, that nigga's horrible when it comes to in the clutch. He's fucking horrible. Listen to me. Dog, Sean, did you watch the game? Oh, listen, yeah, never mind. Sean, did you watch the game, Sean? Did you see the routes I was putting on this nigga? Fellas, what's happening? Is it the Navy or the Old? It's gonna allow me to pull all over. No, mine is it's live, yeah, it's live. It's gone. I'll be here.
has a voicemail box that does not.
Get that nigga on the phone, man.
I can't merge you for some.
All right. Hey,
Oh,
I sound like a bitch.
Okay, hang up. Hello? Hello? Hello?